Good morning, fellow and future weirdos of the flock. Welcome to my party pen. Before you come in, did you take your medicine? Awesome. Stop right here behind the protein powder and the vinegar and get you some keep other people alive juice. In the refrigerator, there's keep yourself alive juice if you want some. And I even added sugar so it's not so bleh. Yeah, because it's really bleh. But I made some and I added sugar. Um, I did not add peanut butter to the protein coffee, and I didn't add any hazelnut coffee either. So it's just straight black coffee. There's milk in the refrigerator and there's sugar shit. There's also a blender right here. So get ready. And by the way, people were saying something. You shouldn't smoke weed. Yeah, you probably shouldn't tell me not to do that. Everybody will regret it. So, because my inner me is an angry motherfucker. So, we we smoke weed, and we don't let my other personality run around because that other personality needs to stay in jail. I wish that when I got out of prison, I could have left the other meat in there. I really wish I could have. But we smoke weed instead. uh, yeah, it's a whole thing. So, did you get your coffee? All right, did you pack a bowl? Here's the bowl. Did you pack a bowl? I have cigarettes, so if you need a cigarette, I have some. We left off yesterday where Aaron had to give an atonement for himself again, and then an atonement for his sons, and then atonement for the people. So they was sacrificing a lot last chapter. And also the Lord came to visit all of them. So the Lord came to check if his house was almost ready. Now we are on chapter 10. Nadab and Abihu, Aaron's sons, took. Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, well, I'm not exactly sure what. Okay, listen. Nadab and Abihu, Aaron's sons, took their censers and put fire therein, and put incense thereon, and offered strange before the Lord. And he had not commanded them to do that. And then they went out from the Lord. Hold on. Nadab and Abihu, the sons. Okay, so this is another one of those. This is fucking with my brain. Okay. I'm going to read you exactly what it says, and then I'm going to lose my mind and I don't know what the fuck. So Nadab and Abihu, the sons of Aaron, took their censers and put fire in it and incense, and offered strange fire before the Lord, which he told them not to. And there went out fire from the Lord and devoured them, and they died before the Lord. That is such a stupid sentence. See, this fire from the Lord, comma, and devoured them, that this should not be said like that. As okay. So those two put strange fire before the Lord. And there, oh, hold on. I read that wrong. Wait a minute. So they offered strange fire, and fire from the Lord came and devoured them, and they died. When did he tell them anything about? Oh, when he told them how to make the incense. Okay, and they didn't do that. And then Moses said to Aaron, the Lord said, I will be sanctified in them that come to me, and before all the people I will be glorified. And Aaron held his peace. So God was like, fuck what you heard, son. Fuck what you heard, right? I'm not a nice guy. They don't follow the rules, they die. Didn't I say that if you don't follow the rules, you die? Like, I have specific requirements. Like that candlestick in Exodus. Yeah, the same way with the incense. It's got to be on point, yo. I don't know what these guys are doing, but they're not doing that. And Moses called Mishael. No, Mishael. And Elzaphon, the sons of Uzziel. No. Ooh. Hold on. Az, Az, Uzziel. Uzziel. The uncle of Aaron, and said, come here. Carry these two. Go. Take them out of the camp. So they went near and carried them. Carried them in their coats out of the camp, just like Moses said. And Moses said to Aaron and Eleazar and Ithamar, his sons, uncover not your heads, neither rend your clothes, lest you die, lest wrath come upon all the vampires. Bewail the burning which the Lord has kindled, and you shall not go from the door of the church, because you're going to die. For the anointing oil of the Lord is upon you. And they was like, whatever you say, listen. And then the Lord told Aaron, do not drink wine or strong ass coffee, you or them, your sons. When you go into the church, no, hold on. Okay, don't get drunk when you go into the church because you'll die. and it shall be a statute forever throughout your generations, and that you may put a difference between holy and holy, between clean and unclean, that you may teach the vampires all the statutes with the Lord, which the Lord has spoken unto them by the hand of Moses. And Moses spoke to Aaron, Eleazar, Ithamar, his sons that were left. Take the meat offering that remains of the offerings of the Lord, and eat it without leaven beside the altar, for it is most holy. Eat this plain ass bread. Eat this plain ass bread in front of the door of the church. Listen, listen. Your sons are fuckwads, so eat this plain bread. And you shall eat it in the holy place, because it is your due, and your sons' dues, of the sacrifices of the Lord made by fire. For so I am commanded. Listen, wait a minute. The Lord spoke. Oh, Moses is saying this. Never mind. So Moses told Aaron, eat the plain ass bread. Eat it in the holy place, because, that's your payment. And the wave breast and the heave shoulder, all you eat in a clean place. You, your sons, your daughters with thee, for that is your payment. And your sons do, which are given out of the sacrifices of the peace offering of the vampires. It's the vampires. The heave shoulder and the wave breast shall they bring with the offering made by fire of the fat, to wave it for a wave offering before your sons, by a statute forever, just like the Lord said. And Moses diligently sought the goat of the sin offering, and behold, it was burnt, and he was angry with Eleazar and Ithamar, the sons of Aaron, which were left alive. So they did a burnt offering, okay? I'm guessing they did a burnt offering because that was their job. But Moses looked for the specific one. He knew they were doing for an offering just so he could get mad at them. Listen, Moses is bipolar. Because really, it's their job to do burnt offerings. That's what they do. So for you, while they're doing a burnt offering, to come and be like, oh no, that's the one I was looking for. That specific one right there. No, not this one. Well, it was this one, but because you're doing this, it was this one. How fucking dare you? I'm going to be mad at you because I'm bipolar, and I just want to be mad because your brothers are fuckwads. Don't you feel like that's more probably what happened? I feel like that's probably what happened. Okay. Okay. So Moses is pissed, and he said, wherefore have you not eaten the sin offering in the holy place, seeing it is most holy, and God has given it to you, to bear the iniquity of the vampires, to make atonement for them before the Lord? Behold, the blood of it was not brought in within the holy place. You should have eaten it in the holy place, like I said. See, here Moses is. Why are you doing what I said? See, he didn't say the Lord. See, Moses is fucking up. He's like, I told you to do that. Why did you listen? And Aaron said to Moses, this day they have offered their sin offering and their burnt offering before the Lord. And such things have befallen me. And if I had eaten the sin offering today, should have been accepted. It should, if I would have eaten the sin offering, should it have been accepted in the sight of the Lord? And when Moses heard that, he was content. That's due for, listen, you didn't say none of this shit, yo. Like, you didn't say that. And God killed my other two. What am I supposed to do? Listen, what are they supposed to do? Those two fucked up. Now, it's a whole thing. Like, really? And then Moses was like, you're right. You're right. But still, Moses is like, I commanded. I told you to do that. But anyway, we're going to pause right here. We are going to go pee. We are going to pack the bowl. We're going to go smoke a cigarette. We are going to go check our plants and feed the outside cats. We will be right back. We have a good time. All right, chapter 11, I think. We're on chapter 11, right? Yeah. We're on chapter 11. One sec. Okay, yeah, chapter 11. Oh, I am a whole fucking hot mess. Okay. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, telling them, tell the vampires, these are the beasts you shall eat among all the beasts that are on earth. Okay. All right. So, this is why you can't eat pork. Well, actually, the reason I don't eat pork is I am fucking terrified of worms. And did you ever see those YouTube videos where the guy pours the cola on the pork and it's like microscopic worms are gigantic? It's like, nah, I don't know. And there was like, you can't get worms from pork. And I'm like, there's tiny worms. They get big. Nope, not doing it. And they said, you can't get worms from pork, Nikki. I'm like, listen, that video and the guys and the microscopic worms, and they were like, bleh. I was nope, not doing it. Not doing it. Not even gonna risk it. But people try to accidentally, well, they purposely do it, and then I accidentally eat the pork. And then they're like, how is that pork? And it's like, you just gave me worms. That's terrible. It's terrible, that pork. You just gave me worms. I am not appreciative of that. Thank you. But I did not get worms. But I don't want to risk it. Okay? I don't know what God says about it. We're going to find out. But I don't want the worms. Because I saw, I think in one of those medical, or maybe it was in the regular dictionary. I don't know. I think it's under tapeworm or worm, some kind of worm. But anyway, it's got a front tooth like this, and it like digs, right? But the picture of it is a girl's butthole with like this little toothy worm coming out of it. It's like, if that's a worm, I am totally okay with that not being anywhere near me, especially if it chews its way out of your butthole. What is that? I'm totally okay with not eating pork. Just, I am. Mm, yeah, I'm totally okay with not eating pork. And it's not even because God do thing, it's because worms. But we're going to find out what God said, don't eat the pork. And the Lord spoke to Moses and to Aaron, saying to them, tell the vampires, these are the beasts which you shall eat among the beasts that are on the earth. Whatsoever parteth the hoof and is cloven footed and cheweth cud among the beasts that you can eat. I don't know what the fuck that means. Nevertheless, these you shall not eat. Hold on. Nevertheless, these you. Hold on. Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the hoof, as the camel, because he chews the cud, but doesn't have a divided foot, he is unclean. And the coney, what is a coney? It's a hot dog. Is that not a hot dog? Okay, listen. Because he chews the cud, but doesn't have a divided foot, he is unclean to you. And the hare, because he chews the cud, but doesn't have a divided hoof, he is unclean to you. So, isn't that the Pfeffer Hassan, Miss Mossy Boots? Don't you know how to cook that? Somebody I know knows how to cook that. They make rabbits. Is it Pfeffer Pfefferhausen? I don't know. I think it's some kind of German thing, but it's rabbit soup. What is that called? They can't eat that, right? Okay. And what is a coney? What is that, a hot dog? What is that? Okay. Okay. And the swine, though he divides the hoof, and he is cloven footed. Oh, wait a minute. And the swine, even though he's divided in the hoof, and he is cloven footed, yet he doesn't chew the cud, he is unclean to you. Of their flesh you shall not eat, and their carcasses do not touch, they are unclean to you. These shall you eat of all that are in the waters. Okay. I'm not a big fan of, well, actually, fish sticks. I eat fish sticks. Okay. So, this you can eat in the waters. Whatever has fins and scales in the water, in the sea, and the rivers, you can eat. All that do not have fins and scales in the sea and the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of anything living which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. Listen, has anybody ever seen cooked octopus? Listen, when I worked in the Greek restaurant, like being SpongeBob, right? I was SpongeBob at the Greek restaurant. Anyway, anyway, they used to cook octopus. And I was sometimes, well, most of the time a dishwasher, but every once in a while I was SpongeBob. Anyway, cooked octopus. Hey, do you remember that movie, Stephen King movie? I don't remember what it was called, but that thing would come up out of the toilet and it was weird looking and then it was all over the bathroom. That's what a cooked octopus water looks like. Just that bubbling shit's all purple and gross. Anyway, cooked octopus water is so gross. Okay. Choose the cut. Unclean. What the fuck? Okay. And these, which you shall have an abomination, what all shall be, whatsoever has no fins or scales in the water is an abomination to you. And these are they which you, and these are they which you shall have an abomination among the fowls. They shall not be eaten. The eagle, the ossifrage, ossifrage. Why doesn't this have a pronunciation on it? Ossifrage. Ossifrage. And the osprey, the vulture, the kite, every raven, the owl, the nighthawk, the cuckoo, the hawk, the little owl, the cormorant, the great owl, the swan, the pelican, the gyre eagle, the stork, the heron. Hey, that's the Michigan State bird, the blue heron. I've never seen one in person before. Okay. The lapwing, the bat, all fowls that creep, going upon all four. Yeah, but fowls don't have all four. What does that mean? Birds do not have four. They do not have four legs. What is this? They can't crawl on their wings. What the fuck is a bird that has four legs? Well, yeah, I guess if a bird has 4 legs, you probably shouldn't eat it. Because that's a weird ass fucking bird. Yet. These you may eat of every flying creepy thing that goes upon all 4, which have legs above their feet to leap upon the earth. You count legs and feet. What the double extra fuck? Okay, listen, we're behaving. Where the hell? Chapter 11. Oh, there it is. Okay. Which have legs above their feet. Even these of them you may eat. The locust, the bald locust, the beetle, the grasshopper, but all the other flying and creepy things which have 4 feet shall be an abomination to you. Okay, but these aren't fowls though. Are they calling beetles fowls? Like they are the same as chickens? Listen, I don't fucking know. And for these shall be unclean. Whoever touches the carcass of them shall be unclean. And whosoever beareth aught of the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the even. I don't know what the fuck that means. The carcass of every beast which divides a hoof and is not cloven footed, nor chews the cud, are unclean to you. Everyone that touches them shall be unclean. And whatsoever goeth upon his paws among the manner of beasts that go on all 4, those are unclean unto you. Okay, so no killing your pets. Can't eat your pets. Whosoever touches their carcass shall be unclean till the evening. And he that bears the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean till the evening. They are unclean to you. These also shall be unclean among the creeping things: the weasel, the mouse, the tortoise, the ferret, the chameleon, the lizard, the snail. That's my lovey-dovey nickname. I'm a snail. Dustin's a sloth, and I'm a snail. Well, he didn't give me that name. I gave me that name because I figure we're both pretty slow, and if he's a sloth, I could be a snail. What do you think? And the mole. These are unclean to you among all that creep. Whosoever touches them when they are dead shall be unclean until the evening. And upon whatsoever any of them when they are dead, and upon whatsoever any of them when they are dead does fall, it shall be unclean, whether it be any vessel of wood, raiment, skin, or sack, whatsoever vessel it be, wherein any work is done, it must be put into water, and it shall be unclean in the evening, so it shall be cleansed. So, like the tool you pick it up with, like somebody ran over a possum in front of the neighbor's house, and Dustin cleaned it up with a shovel and a cat litter container. He just shoved the dead body in there. Oh, it was a whole thing. Listen. So, is it like you gotta clean the shovel? Okay, so you should be. Wait. So, ever any of them, they're dead, shall be unclean, whether it be a vessel or raiment. Okay, so yeah, whatever you pick it up with needs to be washed. And every earthen vessel whereunto any of them falleth, whatever is in it shall be unclean. You will break it. Yeah, we threw the little cat thing in the garbage truck. Of all meat which may be eaten, on that which such water come, of all the meat which may be eaten, on which such water cometh, shall be unclean, and all drink that may be in the drink, every vessel shall be unclean. Who is putting meat in there? Who is drinking meat? Just what the fuck? Who's doing that? And everything whereupon any part of their carcass falls shall be unclean, whether it be oven, range it. Okay, so if you're sneaking and cooking this shit, all that's gotta go, and y'all are unclean. Nevertheless, a fountain or pit wherein there is plenty of water shall be clean. But that which touches their carcass shall be unclean. And if any part of their carcass fall upon any sowing seed which is to be sown, it shall be clean. So if your horse falls over onto your grain, don't worry. You can still plant that. What the fuck? Okay. But if any water be upon the seed, and any part of their carcass. Okay, so after you sowed it and watered it, if your horse dies, you can't eat that. And if any beast of which you may eat die, he that touches the carcass shall be unclean until the evening. So you can't eat. Well, that was already a rule. You can't eat it if it died. Why are they repeating the rule? This is already a rule. Okay. Every creeping thing that creeps upon the earth shall be an abomination. It shall not be eaten. Whatsoever goes upon the belly, and whatsoever goes upon all four, whatsoever has more feet among all creeping things that creep, do not eat that shit, for they are an abomination. Have you ever seen a centipede and a millipede? I would never even begin to try to eat that shit. No fucking way. You shall make yourselves abominable with any creeping thing that creeps. Neither shall you make yourselves unclean, that you should be defiled thereby. For I am the Lord your God. I am the Lord your God. You shall therefore sanctify yourselves, and you shall be holy, for I am holy. Neither shall you defile yourselves with any manner of creeping thing that creeps upon the earth. No, they decided to worship an owl because they can't eat that. So they're like, can't eat this good gut. For I am the Lord that brought you out of Egypt to be your God. You shall therefore be holy, for I am holy. This is the law of the beast and of the fowl and every creature that moves in the water and of every creature that creeps on the earth, to make a difference between the clean and the unclean. Okay, hold on. It said, this is the law of the beast and of the fowl, and every living creature that moves in the water and creeps on the earth, to make a difference between the clean and the unclean, between the beast that can be eaten and the beast that cannot be eaten. Okay, so when God talks about laws, statutes, and commandments, so the laws he's talking about are these laws of food and incense. It doesn't seem like it's laws of whatever rules they make up. Like, women can't be in the church. Why the fuck would God care about that? Oh, look, it's Captain. Hi, Captain. Remember how I said she has anxiety? Dustin said she has PTSD from something that never happened to her. And that might be exactly right. Because if you watch my beginning videos, they're on Rumble. But she was always freaking out. And she needed to, like, give me kitty hickeys to calm down. It was a whole thing. But now she just randomly freaks out. She'll wake up like meowing, like she's having dreams of Nom. Like, seriously, wakes up like meow, 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 panicking. It's a whole thing. Um, my cats are weird. Anyway, holy shit, look at the time. Fuck. All right. Thank you for watching Leviticus 10 and 11. I'm not sorry I talk so much, because I apologize for that. But I talk so much. I got so much to say. This Bible, the Bible is confusing. So I try to talk through it with you. And I appreciate all the interaction I've been getting. I do. And great. And thank you so much. Um, what I'm reading now, like the rules for sacrifice, I, I, some of it are just rewriting of rules, but really, I don't know anything about sacrifice. I just know they don't sacrifice children, and God wants a specific candlestick, specific incense, and specific laws for sacrifice. So when we went through the the first rules or whatever, um, that's in Exodus. Don't ask me what video because I have no fucking idea. But we were trying to point out the rules that seem ridiculous and ungodlike because we know God's personality. He just wants to be worshiped by everybody. It doesn't matter who. And all this anti women shit, I do not in 1 second believe God's anti woman. People are just making that shit up. And remember, men are the ones who rewrote this Bible. So, and they had a real problem with women back then because women have always spoke up about shit. And there was a whipping post and things, and women would use those to beat their men. It just like now with the Me Too, everybody's like, I've been sexually assaulted. Me too, me too, me too. You think women didn't take advantage of that whipping post? You think women have not taken advantage of anything they've been given? I mean, I'm a woman. I'm a real I'm a real woman. And there are there are a few things that I take advantage of. And I know I'm not the only one. And I look at this Me Too and it's being taken advantage of. Like, seriously being taken advantage of. I do not believe all the Harvey Weinstein women. I do not believe the Ramstein women at all. Like, not at all. That bitch is lying. Marilyn Manson, I don't believe that bitch as far as I can throw her. And I can't throw her at all, so I don't trust her at all. She's a lying asshole. Her and her little faggot girlfriend. Yeah, I said it. What about it? I don't believe them bitches at all. I don't. I don't. I think it's something that's being taken advantage of. Like a lot of things. And it's going to be taken away because and why didn't why didn't people believe women in the first place when they're like, nobody believes I'm sexually assaulted? Well, why? Why didn't they believe you? What did women do? What did women take advantage of before it was taken away that you can't be believed? The reason that women can't be believed is because it's taken advantage of. That's what it is. It's being made. It's nobody's taking it serious because nobody's being serious about it. They're just making shit up for men that hurt their feel bads. Like, bitch, get a life. And maybe you should take a second look at yourself if everybody in your life is cutting and running. If you can't keep a man, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm not saying the first time. What I'm saying is if you have multiple boyfriends and they all break up with you, what are you doing? It's not your job to find the perfect man. It's your job to be the perfect woman. A woman that's worth a man's time. That's femininity. Making yourself worthwhile. Giving a shit about yourself. You know? That's the kind of shit men like. It don't matter about your size. It don't matter about your boobs. It don't matter about your butt. It matters about you. What kind of woman are you that a man would even like? Seriously. And if you're a dude who's like, I want to be a woman because I can't find a woman, I'm going to get with a man. Why? Why can't you work on yourself? Why can't you work on being the perfect person for somebody else? So, like, you can be perfect for each other. Work towards something. Have a goal. Oh, my goal this month is to pay all my bills on time. My goal next month is to at least work out twice a week. You know, have a goal. Do something nice for yourself. Date yourself. And then everything comes in place. But you can't love anyone else if you don't love yourself. Because how will you know what love is? I want you to show me. No, that's not. No. But the only way you're going to be able to know what love is if you love yourself. There's no such thing as an incel. There's a such thing as a retard. There's no such thing as uh, by, what is that called? Uh, Binary. No, there's no such thing as a fucking binary. What is a Are you a number? Are you a number? You're not a fucking number. You're a fucking person. Binary. Are you speaking in code? Are you like open, close, open, close, open, close, 0 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 1 1 0 1 0? Is that what you are? Because you're fucking retarded. You're a man or a woman with severe mental cognitive regression, something like that. Pretty much you're a fucking retard. Love yourself. Be the perfect person for you, because then you'll be the perfect person for somebody else, and they'll be the perfect person for you. And if they're not talking, they're walking. Bye. Love yourself. That's a song. You can go and love yourself. Isn't that Justin Bieber or something? You can go and fuck yourself, right? It's true. As much as I hate that fucking weirdo, he's absolutely right. Absolutely right. Yep. And real men, it doesn't matter what kind of job they have. It doesn't matter about anything like that. What matters is, can you provide? Are you strong enough? You got to be strong, both mentally, physically, and emotionally. Yeah, because the woman in your life needs emotion and security, right? But she's got to also be able to give you the love and nurturing that you need as a man to keep you as strong as you need to be. It's like the Beyonce song. I mean, she's talking more materialistically, but she's right. Papa, let me upgrade ya. Get your new labels. Let me upgrade ya. Upgrade ya. She's absolutely right. I mean, and you don't even got to do it materialistically. You can do it emotionally and mentally. Get in his head and pump him up. Be his steroid, right? That is like the whole thing. You got to be. And I don't even mean like perfect to where like you're stressing yourself out. You got to be you. Be the salt. Have flavor. Be yourself. And he will love you for being yourself. And you will love him for being himself. And you'll be each other's steroids. Pump each other up. So I don't know. But I don't know, there's no such thing as this other shit. And get off my nuts about it because it's true. And if you legitimately feel like a woman or you legitimately feel like a man, you don't got to tell anybody. Nobody's in the know except for you, unless you do it in your hometown. If you do that shit in your hometown and nobody's expecting it, expect to get made fun of. Don't do it in your hometown unless people know that this is something you want to do. Right? But in the end, nobody's got to fucking know. Nobody's got to know you cut off your dick for a slit. And nobody's got to know you sewed up your slit for a dick. Nobody's got to know that. Why do I need to know? I'm not fucking you. I don't give a shit. I wouldn't look at your fucking skin graft penis. Not unless you wanted to show me, because I would definitely look. But I wouldn't ask you to look. I don't think. It depends on what kind of friends we are. If we're like super best friends, you better fucking show me. But, other than that, I don't need to know that you don't have a slit. I don't need to know that you don't have a dick. I don't need to know that. Why do I need to know that? Stop being fucking stupid. Because if you believe the Bible, this is why Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed. Because every day was a fucking pride parade. And everybody's chopping off their dicks. It wasn't because they were gay. It's because they were fags. Stop being a fag. But I don't know. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I love you. I love you. And again, keep your head down, your nose clean, and your shoes tied. I love you. Have the greatest day ever. Learn word magic. Love you. Bye.